Good morning, mathematicians. Today we'll be doing lesson 10.2, Finding Lines of Reflection. The objectives for today are to guide the exploration of reflections and to provide practice identifying lines of reflection. Let's get started with our warm-up. For each fraction pair, I would like you and your partner to decide which fraction is greater and explain to each other why you know that that fraction is the greater fraction. For the first pair, 3/4 is greater than 1/4. For the second pair, 5/8 is greater than 2/8. And for the third pair, 6/7 is greater than 6/9. Who can explain for me how you knew that 6/7 was the greater fraction? Let's do the same thing now with this next set of fraction pairs. 2/3 is greater than 1/2, 4/6 is greater than 1/2, and 1/2 is greater than 3/9. Who can explain for me how you knew 4/6 was greater than 1/2? Let's go ahead and do the same thing with the last set of fraction pairs. 8/9 is greater than 5/6, 6/7 is greater than 4/5, and 2/8 is greater than 1/7. Who can explain why 6/7 is greater than 4/5? Let's think now back to lesson 10.1 when we did our Build a Clown activity. In that activity, the clown hats were drawn upside down. What would happen if they were drawn right side up? Yeah. When we reflected them across and moved them up to the clown's head, they would have been upside down on his head instead of right side up. When we did the clown and the bee activity, we were actually doing something called reflection with our transparent mirrors. Reflection is a flipping motion that makes the image appear to be the opposite of the original image. When you look at a reflection in a mirror, everything is reversed. We've been using transparent mirrors, and we know that that line right here along the recessed edge of the transparent mirror is called the line of reflection. That's the line over which the image flips when we look at it through that mirror. We can see that the original image is called the pre-image, and the image that's flipped over on the other side of the transparent mirror is called the image. That image falls an equal distance away from the line of reflection as the pre-image does. It's just the opposite image reflected over that line. Raise your hand if you've ever played darts or pocket billiards, otherwise known as pool, before. Alright, for just the next minute or so, turn and talk with your partner about what you know about the rules of the game or how to play either of these games. In this lesson, we're going to experiment with transparent mirrors and reflections by playing two different games. The first game is a dart game. For the dart game, you will be using Activity Sheet 7, which is in the way back of your math journal. It looks like this. So the object of the game is to hit the target by reflecting one of the darts with the transparent mirror. So before you start, practice before you play the game on Activity Sheet C. One partner will choose dart A, and the other partner will choose dart B. You're going to try to hit the target with your own dart using the transparent mirror. Do not practice with your partner's dart. Now play the game with your partner. So the directions here are to take turns. When it is your turn, use the other dart, the one you did not use for practice. Try to hit the target by placing the transparent mirror on the page, but do not look through the mirror. Then both you and your partner look through the mirror to see where the dart hit the target. Keep score. So if I were going to practice, I would pick B. I'd practice so I get used to where on the page I would have to put that transparent mirror. Then when we actually play, I cannot use B. My partner would have to use B, and I'd use B. I would use then A, because I'm going to do it without looking to see if I can hit the target. And you're going to keep score on the scoreboard right here. If ever you don't remember the rules to the game, go back to page 276 in your math journal to make sure that you and your partner are playing it correctly. The next game you and your partner are going to play is the pocket billiards game, and that's also found in the way back of the math journal on activity sheet A. The object of this game is to sink a ball into one of the pockets by reflecting the ball with the transparent mirror. So again, before you actually get started playing, you're going to practice. On activity sheet A, you're going to choose one of the balls, either 1, 2, 3, or 4, and a pocket, A, B, C, D, E, or F. Try to get the ball into the pocket using the transparent mirror. So if I chose ball 1 and pocket B, I would need to place my transparent mirror somewhere between the two and see if I could reflect to get that ball to hit into that pocket. I could do the same with any of the other pockets and any of the other balls. Now, when it's time to play with your partner, you're going to take turns. When it's your turn, say which ball and which pocket you have picked. For example, ball 2 to go into pocket D. Try to get the ball into that pocket by placing the transparent mirror on the billiard table. But do not look through the mirror, as we don't want to cheat. Then, both you and your partner look through the mirror to check whether the ball has gone into the pocket. After you and your partner have played the game several times, you need to answer the question at the bottom of the page. It says, how could measuring distances with a ruler help you place the mirror so that the ball goes into the pocket? For example, exactly where can you put the mirror so ball 2 will go into pocket D? Be specific and use complete sentences to show your thinking. Today for our lesson, make sure you filled in the date. We already did mental math, so that should be checked off. With your math partner, you're going to be doing those two games on activity sheets 7 and 8 and answering the question on journal page 276. And you'll make sure you finish math boxes 10.2. Then if you get done with that, activity B will be units 9 and 10 blend space practice I, and activity C will be units 9 and 10 blend space practice K. Make it a great day.